Chat. Yeah. How are you today? You're worth keeping it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we're gonna get back to business here. Okay. I'm gonna stop trying to get here early. I'm always late, I know, but I'm at least going live. Okay. 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 Now I got a couple of things to share. I got an inbox about this chick, um, Jiggy. Put a Y in the chat if you know who this old girl is. I mean, I know a little bit of backstory with her. Also seen the interview that Jaidyn did with Blueface's mother. I can find the video, but I can't find it on my channel. I might have to look it up some other way. You know, okay, you know too, Chanel Brown. Okay, the Witches Brew podcast. I like that name, Witches Brew podcast. So last week I got a inbox, Jiggy. Then I got one yesterday. Then somebody came in the chat. Couple of people chimed in on this girl here. I looked her up. They said, look her up, look her up. She was in the, let's call it three ways, a little bit more appropriate. She was in the polygamy relationship with Blueface, allegedly. And I say allegedly because I ain't paid this girl no mind a day in my life until last week. And then I forgot about it. And then this week, beginning of this week, because today's only Tuesday, it was brought up two times, two other people. Now, let me just say this to you. I did see the interview with Blueface's mother and Jaidyn. I'm gonna go to that video. I'm gonna try to find it on my channel because I also did a commentary video to it, and I'm gonna let you listen to what she said. She brought up about them doing the three-way thing, you know, having a polygamy relationship. Okay, I didn't know it was with old girl. I didn't know who it was with. But allegedly, people are saying, y'all can, you know, confirm or deny that it's this chick here. Now, they're saying that allegedly she's supposed to be pregnant. Now, let's hope that it's not by Blueface. Please, who in the heck left the gate open? You know Blueface is broke. Blueface is sitting up there, got his mama attacking Soldier Boy over canteen money. Okay? Over canteen money. Why hasn't somebody brought him a substantial amount of money for him to get to June, allegedly, when he's supposed to be getting out? Ain't nobody filled his books up so he can get his canteen, $75 canteen bag a week. You mean to tell me he's broke like that? These women are laying up here or planning to lay up here when he gets out and get pregnant by a one-hit wonder. Blueface is broke. That's why when he gets out, he's gonna marry Chrisean Rock. Why do you think he's gonna marry Chrisean Rock? Why? Because she's the only one that's really in her heart in the game, rapping, producing music. You know, Jaidyn, allegedly, from my understanding, was made to be a rapper. That's not gonna last too long with Jaidyn. She's gonna be a one-hit wonder too. That's not where her heart's at. Jaidyn wants to be laid up, booed up, taking care of her kids with money. That's it. She don't want to be a rapper. She don't want to have to rap to get it. Chrisean will go through the trenches because she came from the trenches. Now, I seen this girl here, Jiggy. She's talented too. He does lay with some talented chicks. They got low self-esteem in the relationship department. Let's just say that, okay? When I looked at some of her reels on IG and who her best friend was, she seems to be kind of butchy, even though she looks feminine. Let's just say that. I don't know the right terminologies for this stuff. For the money, it's SS. What you say for the money? It's SSDI is what you're trying to say. But this chick here, if she's pregnant, I don't know for sure if it would be Blueface's baby, But people got to, before they go around with allegations, understand just because they was in a polygamy relationship, that does not mean that if she is pregnant, that is Blueface's baby. Let's pray it's not. I'm saying this because I'm hoping this girl wouldn't put herself in a compromising situation like that with what's going on right now with this dude here. You know what I'm saying? Truth teller. And if she would put herself in a compromised situation like this, seeing what's happening on the set with Chrisean Rock and how he's good with his other kids, but he's still not a solid father. You know what I'm saying? He's not there now for him because he's locked up. Now, another thing I want to clear up, people are saying that he's in jail for what he did to the club owner. No, he's in jail for violating his probation. He beat the case. He beat the case as father's going to jail. He probably got a deal, obviously. I don't think he took it all the way to court, because if not, he'd probably be looking at football numbers, and he would owe $14 million right now and a bunch of probation time. He got 2 violations for DVs. I'm going to say that again. The second one is the one that broke the camel's back. The second one was with Chrisean Rock. They had surrendered him. So when you seen him in his little red patent leather raincoat and boots, he was surrendering himself. He knew he was going to jail. That's how, getting off the subject a little bit, how Bonnie Lache got in the picture. A week prior to him surrendering himself, he puts the post up of her doing a remix of that Barbie song that I'm getting sick of hearing. That Jaidyn, that's her song. She did a remix with Blueface. He puts out the song on his IG page the same day Bonnie Lache did. A week later, after doing so, Bonnie Lache is now inserted in the circus. She's now an official clown with the rest of the clowns. He goes to jail a week later. He surrenders himself. Now she got a pass to get online and say, he's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Oh, you get what I'm saying? He's my man. Y'all can line up and catch a fade. When we know only one gonna catch a fade is Bonnie Lache. Good. Go sit down for you hurt yourself. Who is she, love? Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. She is supposed to be the chick that Blueface and Jaidyn was in a polygamy with. I'm gonna pull up my video in 1 second, and I'm gonna let y'all listen to the interview, because you know how Blueface's mother is. She be asking all the questions, make you want to get up out the interview and be like, "I told you don't write them. I told you when you told me to look over the interview questions, not to keep that one." And she type person, she'll say, "Well, you don't want this? Okay, I'll scratch that out," and then get you in the interview and then still ask you the question. That's how Blueface's mother is. She does give manly vibe. Yeah, she does. I'm gonna show you, Lena. I'm gonna show you exactly why I say that she does give the manly. Even though she look feminine, don't sleep. Jiggy is the chick that Blue Pimp and Jaidyn were in. I know that's what I was just saying, sweetie. Tamika Jenkins. No, Jennings. I'm sorry, I'm saying I'm looking at it like it was a K in it. It says violated for probation from LA. He is in probation, a lot of different charges. He's, from what his mother said, is on probation. I mean, violated his probation for 2 DVs. One with Jaidyn. He put his paws on Jaidyn. Jaidyn said, "Oh, you gonna hit me? Okay, you wait right there. Do 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 do. Hi, can you send my baby daddy just put his hands on me, and I want to have somebody come out here to come get him. I'm scared for my life." Then Chrisean comes over with the baby. He belts in the stomach with the paw, and while she had the baby in her hand, y'all know what I'm talking about. She had it on camera. Then he's looking like the Chucky doll. in the window on the side of the car, looking slow and crazy, looking demonic in the face. We all thought she was lying. Put a Y in the chat if you all thought she was lying. I'm waiting for the cops to come. I was saying, you ain't called no cops. You just psyching him out. She did call the cops. They just probably so tired of going to that address because they're always fighting. They take their time because don't nobody go to jail. By the time they get there, one or both of them are gone. You feel what I'm saying? Or you might get a police officer that's starstruck, so they don't want to lock him up. They just tell him to take a walk around the block or get in his truck or one of his Bentleys and go ride around the block. You get cops that'll do that. The state I live in, which is not where I'm born and raised, this state sucks. They're bored. So when you get the cops called on you, you going to jail. You ain't no take a walk around the block, get some air. They want to arrest. They want to arrest you. They ain't got nothing else to do. But see, he's Blueface. I'm not Blueface. You ain't Blueface. If somebody call for a DV, you going to jail. It says, thank Lord he's always got something coming out the closet. And I rock would ever think she will be. She's never gonna be the only one. And see, I'm gonna tell you why I should never be the only one. Because when you and I only can speak for me or for women, because I'm a woman, I'm not a man. So I'm not trying to be, pro man or woman. I only can speak for my own experiences. When you are in a relationship with somebody, I'm in a relationship with a man. I'm married. But this, whether it's your boyfriend or whatever, or your friend with benefits, if you allow something to happen that's disrespectful in that relationship and you forgive him or her, and but you don't never you never leave them, why should they change? When people tell you who they are, believe them. And if you don't, you can't get mad at the person that's victimizing. Like, for example, Chrisean. It's an old saying my mother used to say to me, and I used to look at her. My mom used to be like, "Don't be doing that with your forehead, because my eyebrows will go up." She'd be like, I'd be like telling her all about my relationship with this dude I was with for 13 years. Mom, he did this, he did. Mama said, "Listen, I don't want to hear it. If you like it, I love it." That's an old saying. Put a Y in the chat. If you're black, you done heard that saying. You black and you got some soul in you done heard that old school saying. That saying ain't, that's a true saying. If you like it, I love it. Because if you don't change, change ain't gonna come. And it's so sad that this youth today, they don't think with their brains. They're trying to get pregnant by these dudes. And I always used to say, I don't get why my friends that I grew up with, in my era, why are you laying up here having a baby from everyone that you go with and you fall in love with? Like you're having all these love children. Because if you're doing it to keep the dude, you're not gonna keep the dude. Because now you got a baby to babysit. Well, you can't babysit your own kid. Now you got a baby that you got to take care of 24 hours a day. And now he can do whatever he wants because you can't run behind him and a baby. You was better off not having no kids from this dude. And you be able to run after him like a fool without having to worry about no child. Now you done tied yourself down. But see, now we got a younger generation, 2 generations after us, that they're getting pregnant by these cats that are in the rap game. They get in the bag and they're like, I'm trying to get pregnant so I don't have to work. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have this baby from this dude. But we were just talking just yesterday about generational curses. If you don't break those curses, and Chrisean has not broke the curses, she's doing exactly what her mother did. She don't even got an excuse. She's not on any type of drugs. Okay, everybody does the yickety, the ooh wee. But I'm talking about hardcore drugs. The boy and the girl, that's an old school saying. You know, she's not doing none of that stuff. She ain't smoking it, she ain't sniffing it. She's not doing anything that's habit forming. There's no excuse for these women like Chrisean Rock to have to think that all they deserve is to be with somebody like Blueface. Blueface is a $5 pimp. And he's treating them like $5 HOEs. And they're allowing it. If somebody allows you to treat them that way, you can't go out campaigning for them because they're not campaigning for themselves. And it's really sad. So I'm really gonna watch this closely with this chick Jigga. I'm gonna go to her page real quick, but then we're gonna also pull up the interview. Hey y'all, it said Adam 22 interview told it all about their relationship with Jiggy. Carlissa likes her. Oh, she does? Well, it's okay. Matter of fact, so disappointed in her. She has the light once she realizes that it's up from there. Right, exactly. She's gonna have the bumps. You talking about like them bumps underneath that the little bumps underneath his nose near his upper lip. This girl has a boyfriend, and this is not Blueface's baby. Where y'all getting this information? The same place people get their information from. Who they get it from. And you know what's so funny? Just like how you just said what you just said, where'd you get your information from? Because we're all on cyberspace. So I don't understand how, when you get your information, how is it to be the facts or the truth and you're getting it from the same place I'm getting it from? Unless you know these people personally. But I bet you somebody will say, well, I know them personally and lying through their teeth. People kill me with that. You hear a commentator, I'm using myself hypothetically speaking as an example, give you the news, and because you heard it somewhere else on cyberspace, you ain't went nowhere, you ain't got no car, ain't nobody FedEx you nothing. Because what you heard is what you believe to be the truth. It checks out in your mind. That is what the truth is. But if you hear it a different way, that ain't the truth. Get your mind right. Seriously. Because behind a lie, sometime be the truth. And sometime behind a lie can be truth. Understand that. Let's proceed. It said, yeah, Jiggy has a story up that says waiting for Poppy in a case, whatever's called all these different street, as if she has a man. Right. And because I was on her page. Just Blaze, girl. I was on that page trolling, honey. I seen one with a bat. She was in the bathroom. Hold on for a second. In her little tub area. I was trying to get the pitch, see if she had any pictures with a stomach all swole or something. And this is the only picture I could really see, maybe, but she was bent over. Sometime even when you're skinny, you have a little pouch. But if she's pregnant, I mean, it could be anybody's baby. Could be anybody. And then some of these pictures she got up, they could be old pictures mixed in with new. I love this picture right here. She's a pretty girl. Now, you see how her face is made up? Which sometimes when see women use makeup for the most part, because what it does is it's supposed to complement your beauty that's already there. You understand what I'm trying to say? So a lot of people go at Bonnie Lache saying she looks like a man when she wears makeup, because Bonnie don't even need to wear makeup. She could do her eyelashes, and that's it, and a little lip gloss on the lips. She's good. But when she starts putting that makeup on, she don't look like this girl right here, Jiggy. Jiggy's pretty too, with or without makeup. I've seen pictures. This is a work of art, whoever did her face. It looks natural. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful picture here that she took. And she's wearing that haircut, that short haircut. Good. I don't know about this little look here with them eye, that little I hate that little eyeliner pen with the wings going out to the side. I don't know about that. I don't like that second look. I like their little short haircut though. But so what is her nationality? I thought her best friend was also her girlfriend. So she got a best friend here too. Where's that picture at? Let me see something. Oh, that was in 2023. Yeah, you gotta see. Yeah, you gotta be careful. I call it being confused. So I'm gonna end up doing this. I'm gonna end up going to like see Jaidyn. She don't look natural. I don't know what's going on with. See, I'm saying this. That looks like the circus. Look at this. What's up with all this? I mean, her hair looks pretty. It looks pretty. But what's up with all these stars and stuff all in between? Come on now. Come on now. You too grown to be wearing that stuff like that now, girl. Come on now, girl. 22 hours ago. It says all of Blueface women are pretty, including Jay. I didn't say she was ugly. Okay, so don't crucify me now. But what I'm trying to say is, like for an example, and I have to give credit when credit's due. I'm going to use her as an example. Chrisean, with or without makeup, is a beautiful girl. Naturally. Naturally. Now, this is Jaidyn without makeup. And I don't think she's anything to write home about. Where is it at? And if y'all could cash at me some money so I can buy this car here, okay? It's a Rolls Royce, but if you don't want to get me this, I'll take a Maybach. I'll show you the Maybach I want, okay? And then we'll go look up Jaidyn. I'd rather look at the Maybach than look at her with no makeup on. Where's my Maybach at? There's a few of them I would not mind having, but this is one of them. Let me see. I want to show you the inside of them. So if y'all can cash at me the money so I can get a Maybach, that'd be greatly appreciated. All right. Well, actually, I did. Well, anyways, I'm getting sidetracked here a little bit. Yeah, but if y'all could cash at me that, I'd be greatly appreciated.
Crowd, like people keep playing with my emotions, playing with me. I'm about to cry, Steffi. I'm about to cry about this.
I'm about to cry
right now.
You heard how she said, I'm about to cry. Said, child, Bonnie isn't all that to make. That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you. That is my whole point. Thank you. You hit it. She don't need to wear makeup. Bonnie doesn't. She looks, you could tell she's definitely a woman when she don't wear it. She don't need to wear makeup at all. She has even toned skin, and she just looks better without makeup, and that's a compliment. She puts that makeup on, or whoever's doing her makeup, they make her look like she's drag, like she's a man that was like a cisgender, like she was born a man, but now, transitioned into a woman. She's a all woman, but when she puts on that makeup, it's not a good look. It says Blueface has a type and Jaidyn don't match at all. Thank you, Queen Sasha. Thank you. She don't match. It's just I don't get it. I'm trying to make it make sense. It says Bonnie's missing some screws too. I was waiting for somebody. You see, listen, Miss Harley. You see how she was acting like she was who's that oh, what's her name? She's a legend. She has the blonde hair. Marilyn Monroe. She act like she Marilyn Monroe or some girl by Queen. It says Queen. She was swell up in the face. She's second baby. She used to be. Yeah, she did. But see, I'm gonna tell you what messed to me Jaidyn up. Because if you look at pictures when she was younger, she was smaller. We all gain weight. It's called age weight. I've gained weight. I would never let myself get to a point where if you saw me in person, oh, she fat. No, you ain't gonna never say that. Shapely, very shapely, and I'm not nowhere near fat. But it's age weight. Sometimes, as much as you try to keep that weight off, your metabolism slows down. So it's just you can't. It's just nature. It ain't no fighting it. Chrisean is a pretty natural, but doesn't have any confidence in herself and does not love herself at all. Exactly. You're right. I know y'all think I'm crazy because I be reading every single comment. If you put a comment in here, I'm reading it. Knees and mental ward. I know. Let's listen to this one more time. Hit it. No, sir.
Serious, yo.
Look at
It's
the
no
face.
Aquarius tonight, but we do have Aquarius. There's no Aquarius on this live though.
I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry.
Oh God! All right, enough. I didn't hear that. Right, Queen. Let me tell you something. Not only that, she's got too many Botox fillings. She's got too many alterations done too many times in a certain period of time. Because another example of what I'm trying to get at, if you look at Cardi B and Kim Kardashian, they're starting not to look like themselves. Or Little Kim, they're starting not to look like themselves. Well, she been stopped looking like herself, Little Kim. I don't know who that is. Little, Biddle, or In the Fiddle. I don't know. But Kim Kardashian, if you look at it, she started not to look like that natural, pretty, Mediterranean. I can't remember what her nationality is, but she's a beautiful girl naturally. She did not need all that stuff, surgery that she had got to her face and whatever. And Cardi B just went overboard with hers. I look at her face is starting to look swell too. It's just too many surgeries and Botox and all kind of stuff being done to the body. Jaidyn's very disproportionate. Yes. And bad, say it again, bad built to begin with. Bad built to the bone. Her looks like cement blocks is now see right. So let's go back to that because see, I'm getting sidetracked exactly. Now we're gonna look at that video where she was being rude to the people in the up. That's pictures of myself when I did my hair journey. This is when I started my hair journey. This was in 2017. I had did a big chop on my hair. Look at me calling myself looking up to the ceiling. I can't take pictures to save my life. But anyways, let's get off of that. Where's that picture at that I was trying to do with the Jaidyn thing? Let me see. Let's go to Jaidyn. Alexa. That was in 2018, guys. That picture I showed you of myself. I did a juice cleanse. I was on my 30 day. I did 120 days, no solid food for 120 days. Yes, that was me doing it. Those are really good. Now I can't remember where I seen that. Remember when she was in the grocery store with her new girlfriend? That's what I wanted to show you guys. I know somebody gotta have it. Now I can't find it because I'm looking for it. Where's it at? Y'all have to help me here. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's on here. She be having a whole bunch of posters. Oh, here it is. Now look, look here. Look at Jaidyn. Look like she getting Botox in her head. She got a big head. I'm sorry, that don't look like Blueface's type. Jaidyn doesn't. And I thought she was kind of quiet the way she appeared. And not like the rest, but shush. She be disrespecting Carlisa too. According to Carlisa, I said Carlisa. Carlisa, I can mess up some names real bad. Yeah, she can mess up some name. I mean, she can be disrespectful too. So she got a hair done today, 12 minutes ago. She didn't get no braids today. She got a head full of hair, but she got this time she got her hair done with I don't know if she got a, is that a wig or if it's a, oh, is that the dude that's the catering guy? Or is that the dude from the that works in the hair salon? Yeah, is she in Baltimore? I think she's in Baltimore because they were showing pictures of her sister holding the baby. Her little man should be a little bigger than what he is. Is it just me, guys? I'm not, it's not talk about Krishan's papoose, her little junior, but he's so petite. Was he premature or something? Because every time I see him, it's like he's such the cutest thing. But it's like you would think month by month, like you can't even buy a whole bunch of newborn clothes for babies because they grow out of them so fast. You know what I'm saying? And but he just seems like he just ain't growing. It says Cardi B's a mess either way. Since I think the reason why Jaidyn stays with Blueface is because she gives her the things that she wants as long as exactly. She got that old school spirit. She got an old soul. Thank you, Just Blaze. That was in 2018, the beginning. It was actually the month of February, because that was 30 days into my juice cleanse. I shaved my hair off bald. I did that 2 times. I ain't doing it again. But anyways, and by 2019, a year later, my hair was the length that you see inside of this picture right here. I try to put on wigs and do on myself a human hair. I got one on my Instagram page, but when I try to do wigs and pin up my real hair, it looks like a wig on my head, honey. I be looking like remember Esther from Sanford and Son? My wigs be looking like Esther from Sanford and Son, honey. But yeah, this is my hair that you see in this picture right in front of us inside of on StreamYard. So yeah, within a year from when you seen that picture I just showed you, a year from the date I had posted a picture. That's a picture 12 months later. My hair had grew back. You see how short it was when you seen that picture that I showed you guys. Me looking up taking a picture, looking like I'm looking up at the ceiling. Ga 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 ga. It says Chanel correct. What? She's no prize. Let be real now. Yep. Like, why is it like you should look her up before? Yeah, that's not a head. That's a boulder. Exactly. That's a boulder. If she headbutts somebody, honey, she gonna knock them out. They going to sleep. It says the girl's trying to be King Von. She needs to take them. Yeah, she's it says Blue got her acting feminine again. I'll take that. I was sick of those braids. Yeah, but Chrisean Rock got a little butch in it too. She got not butch, she's tomboyish. Jaidyn doesn't love herself either. Can make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in here, because now thinking if I'm not paying attention, you know. See, this is pissing me off now with this YouTube thing. Come on now with this. This don't make no sense, man. Real talk, it really doesn't. But let me look up this video here. Carlissa's interview. So I can play this for you. I don't understand. This is update Carlissa telling the truth about. I don't know where it is at. Let me see. I'm trying to look for it on my page. I got so many videos. Over the course of since 2017, when I started this channel, I have created, but I've deleted so many videos, about 4,000 videos on this channel. But like my juicing videos are gone. And a lot of other Nature Boy videos and stuff that I have made. Carlissa's interview. Let me see. I don't get why. I don't know what. I don't remember what I put. That's crazy. I'm getting old. I'm getting really old. I'm getting really old. But yeah, I think she's in Baltimore here and stuff. Let me see. Yeah, but I think she's in Baltimore because I seen her sister holding the baby, and I thought I had bookmarked that, and I guess I didn't. I thought I had maybe it'll be on here on her sister's page. We'll see right now. It should be because I think she's in Baltimore. Because the sister was holding the one that her boyfriend had just passed away. Ooh, that looked good. Ooh, child. You know what? I'm so greedy. I'm thinking that I'm sharing the post with y'all of this good looking food here. Look at this. Ooh, woo, ooh, child, that look good. You ever look at food and be like, oh my God, especially if you're trying to watch your weight, you'll look at food and you'll be like, well, this is how I be thinking. I'd be like, oh God, let me stop looking at this food because every time I look at food, I feel like I'm gonna gain weight. I know it doesn't make any sense, but when I used to try to like lose weight when I would put on a lot of weight, I'd be like, oh my God, I gotta stop looking at this food. It's gonna make me just gain weight looking at it. When you get older, it's hard to get rid of the weight, honey. Let me look at Tasiki's here. Let me see. I think his name is Jonathan that does her hair. Let's look at this. I know Jonathan. I think his name is Jonathan. Did her hair. Look at Tasiki be having her hair looking lit. See, I'm not all into them colors and stuff like that, but she looked at her hair looks nice. 7 hours ago, she got her hair done. I believe it says Prince Temple. Oh, so I don't know. So I guess this guy did her hair. Remember New York? Remember from that show? This one here. That's how my wigs be looking. When I do my own wigs, good. They be looking tore up from the floor up, honey. Yeah, but I think she's in Baltimore. I keep saying it, but yeah, I think she's in Baltimore because I saw her sister that just lost her boyfriend. It looked like they must have taken like one of those Mercedes vans. That's what it looked like inside. That a traveler's van, and they must have drove maybe to Baltimore because she was holding the baby, and looked like the sister got her nails done. You know how Chrisean when she come and they had like she had a French manicure. The sister did. So you know Chrisean probably came in town and hit everybody off. But yeah, the sister had like a French manicure. So she probably and she was getting her hair done. She showed a picture of her getting her hair done. So yeah, she probably made it rain. She probably made it rain. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in. It says that YouTuber girl looks like the same chick from the video where the said she looks like your type, Jaidyn. Might funny. What's up with her? Probably playing this. Yep, you already know. But can you blame her? Look at what Blueface was doing to her. It's long love. Jaidyn was having her cake and eating it tacos too. Jaidyn straight does have to walk to worry. It said Jaidyn straight. She don't have to walk to work anymore. Well, yeah, she's straight, but she better budget her money because shoot, you never know with Blueface. He might get out and want to decide or something. Who knows? That dude is weird. Who knows? Chrisean was an athlete, so she's a tomboy, but she loves men for sure. I ran track too. That didn't make me like no tomboy. I'm scared of bugs. I ain't climbed trees and shoot, I still was girly. Jaidyn head looks like the balloon off the airhead candy. But she looks like a bobblehead. That's what she looked like. Make sure y'all hit the like button. There's over 400 people in here. Welcome to everybody that just came to this live. I love y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I am a comedian. Well, not a comedian, but I'm saying I say some crazy stuff up on this channel. I just don't cuss. Sis. Tamika, that girl, not going to last. Buki is only with Jaidyn for the coins, the views. Exactly. She gonna have Chanel. She gonna have that girl all on her YouTube channel. I'm telling you, she gonna be working Jaidyn like a mule, honey. And she knows that Blueface is locked up too. Yeah, she gonna work her like a mule. It says now you just made me. Wasn't that good, girl? Seeing that pasta. Seeing that pasta. Matter of fact, I'm so not focused on what I should be focused on. Let me go over here and see what them likes are looking like. Yeah, come on, let's try to get the likes up to at least 300 likes. Everybody hit the like button, cause the likes ain't adding up. It's over 400 people in here, and the likes ain't adding up. Oh, actually, no, it's 102 likes. The likes ain't adding up. I mean, the likes ain't adding up. Y'all ain't doing me right. Yes, we be like, what she looking at? Yeah, honey. So do y'all really think that Bonnie went and visit Blueface in jail? I honestly think that maybe her cousin took that picture in front of the jailhouse, because if you look at this, let me put y'all up on some game. We'll come back to Chrisean in a minute. And I also want you to listen to something too. Y'all probably heard it too. But let me go to Jessica West Side Story. Make sure y'all go follow her. You know what I'm saying? She's a commentator. You know, she's a vlogger, which is what I do, commentary, vlog, videos. And she's a blogger. So, and a podcaster. Listen.
We went to No Jumper. Blueface was with Bonnie in the hotel. They very much talk. When she talks about her and Blueface and all that, they still are like, you guys, like, come on. I need someone to get that footage the night before.
I believe her. I don't care what nobody says. I believe her. And I'm not just saying that because I'm taking a side. I don't take no side. I take the right side. I believe her when she says that she was with Blueface, because I'm gonna tell you again, Blueface put out that post with that new track where Bonnie, she did the remix to the Barbie song, which I think that's the best remix that they got on that Barbie song, was from Bonnie Lache. She ripped it up. She ripped it up. She got some skills. Bonnie Lache, she got some skills. He put that remix out on his page, which is now gone off the page, which is kind of makes you go but she still has it on her page, Bonnie Lache. A week later, because we all know Blueface knew he was having to surrender himself, he goes and surrenders himself, and he goes to jail for violation of his probation. He picked up 2 DVs, one with Jada first. She called 911, ain't no joke. And then we all thought that the last time CashApp Rock called Popo, she's the second person to call for the DV after Jaidyn. She's the one that sealed the deal when she called for another DV. She really did call. Everybody was saying, all you do is lie. Chrisean, you ain't called no police. Where's the cops at? And why are you standing out front his door? Well, not standing. Why are you parked out front his door if he did all this stuff to you? Leave. And if you call the cops, why ain't they there yet? She did call the cops. She actually did call the cops, and everybody jumped on that poor girl, Chrisean Rock. Now that's one time I have to defend that she did call them cops, and that's why he's in jail right now. Because when she called that last time, that's what got him locked up. Love what you've been doing wrong. It says, love what you've been doing wrong. You need YouTube if you're beginners, if how to learn how to do wigs. I don't know. Listen, I don't know how to braid hair. That's why I'm glad I had a boy. Because that poor little girl's hair would be, I don't know. And I've always had long hair. I never really had a problem, and I'm not, I can't get into the wigs anyways. I don't see how people get into them. It's itchy. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I did a big chop again. I'm letting it grow back. This time I'm not gonna cut it no more. But yeah. I can't, I would have it's professionally done if I was to get a unit put on my head. You said, yes, I do. Bonnie lied. Bonnie been lying. Oh, yeah, I got sidetracked. Let me tell you what I mean by lying. Look at this. Look at this. Yo, I seen the real Bonnie Lache at the Men's Central visiting Blueface. So I waited outside to get a picture of her. Now who wrote this message? Was it the cousin Jessica West? Oh, okay. It says right here, a fan spotted the real Bonnie Lache visiting Blueface at Men's Central Jail. You think she's there to wish him a happy birthday? Now, let me just say this to you. I don't care what nobody says. It looked like she went to the Men's Central Jail and stood in front of there and took a picture, had somebody take a picture for her. And what in the world? What in the sugar Avery, the color purple is going on here with this stuff she got on here? You tell me, what in the sugar Avery, the color purple, the Willy Wonka that she got on here? I never even realized this. She looks like she went into this place with slippers on and a coat she got from Rainbows. Ain't no way to no visit with no fluffy shoes on. Girl could be smuggling drugs in them slippers for all we know. Goodbye. It says anybody to blame is Blue. Blue, he gonna get out and he gonna still be acting through. Blue is, like he said, and it's sad that he admits to it, this is a clown show. Only one I feel bad for is the kids that they're bringing into this world. Those are the only ones that suffer from these clowns admitting that they're plotting all of this drama for a bag, clout chasing for a bag, clicks and views. You talk about commentary, YouTubers wanting clicks and views. Look at these people that got the money, that they want more. And they'll do anything, any means necessary. And these are young, entrepreneurs and they're up here laying up. They're not protecting themselves. They're having kids. And then when you conveniently don't want to claim one, you say it ain't yours, like he's doing with Chrisean Rock's baby. Now, if Jiggy is pregnant by Blueface, what you gonna say, that one's not yours either? Come on. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you. Yeah, let's try to get them likes up, because them likes are looking like they're on a diet and stuff. And there's almost 500 people in here now. The last time I checked, it was a little bit over 400. So come on now, don't do me like that. It says, I feel you. LOL, it's just not for you. Right. Nah, it's just not my thing. Exactly. I'm hollering what she got on. You know what I'm saying? Like why are you playing in our face? Like you really got up and said, I'm gonna wear this to the what's the name of this place? The Yo, I seen the real Bonnie Lache at the Men's Central visiting Blueface, so I waited outside to get a picture of her. You mean to tell me you going to a visit with slippers on? God, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You know what? And y'all gonna think I'm bugging, but I'm gonna reach out to Jiggy. I'm gonna ask her, did she is she expecting? It's a way I'm gonna word it where I'm not coming across, where I will offend her. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna ask her, just to confirm it. She don't have to, answer, but I'm gonna ask her. I don't. Yes and no, and I'm also tell her, if you don't want to tell me, just in general, just confirm it with your fans. In the way that you feel comfortable doing it, out of your own mouth, whether you're, having a baby or not, and maybe if you want to tell them, if you are, who it's from. You know, I feel like this, when somebody says something about me, um, let me tell you. Because you can't tell my story better than I can tell my story, right? So yeah, I'm gonna reach out to her. As soon as I get off this live, I'm gonna reach out to her. Hope I don't get blocked. Pray for me. No, let me stop. I wouldn't care if she blocked me or not. But I'm just saying, yeah, I don't like to come across as trollish. You get some YouTubers that don't mind being trollish. Shush, 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 shush. Yeah, I don't want to be trollish. So I'm gonna play one of my videos here for the people that in the back that may not have saw it. Yeah, I'm gonna start sharing some of my videos. Actually, there's a couple of them I want to share with you guys really quickly. Hold on, sweeties. While I'm doing this, make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come through the door. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on with the option all. Hold on 1 second, guys. You said his mom says she's the ringleader of the circus now. I know, because she gets off on it. That's why he's the way he is. That's why he's getting his girl from the past, Chrisean, to break the break his sister up and the mother up. And they're recording it because she's got them all out of control. The mother. Somebody, $14 million is not, chump change.
Stop trying to get with me. Stop trying to flirt. Like, yeah, the compliments are nice, but like, I'm clearly taken. I'm Blue's girl, and I appreciate
You
Soulja
think you
Boy
are.
and Ali Choppa.
Why is she moving around like that? When she got some ants in her pants? Why is she moving around like that?
NBA players. Stop trying to get with me, okay? Thank you.
Acting like she's
Sorry, boys.
girl's a
This
trip.
girl is took. Stop trying to get with
Acting like she's Marilyn Monroe. Girl, bye.
me. Stop trying to flirt. Like, yeah, the compliments are nice, but like, I'm clearly taken. I'm Blue's girl, and I appreciate Soulja Boy and Ali Choppa, other rappers, NBA players. Stop trying to get with me, okay? Thank you.
And I heard I heard Soldier Boy on his live. He's active all the time. You got to understand, these people that already got money, like even the A-list celebrities, like let's go way somewhere else with it, that got the bag. Like Will
Exactly,
Smith,
Anita.
Jada Pinkett, actors, like people with some long money, right? They're even taking the social media as a extra income stream. They get paid monthly, a lump sum, millions of dollars when they're not working, doing films or whatever, how they make currency. So people like Soldier Boy, he knows the hustle. So beside, rapping, he's not gonna be every single day trying to make a single hit, that goes platinum or double platinum. So he gets on here every day like it's a job, all through the day, and he talks. He shoots his big one. So early this morning, he was talking about um Blueface, you know what I'm saying? And it just even the way he was speaking of him, which was in tongue, very negatively. I thought they had made up, so but that was, I guess, a rumor, or was like short lived. He just was talking about him like he was broke. which everyone thinks that he's broke. Soldier Boy would know better than we would, right? He's in the industry with these dudes, right? But it's really sad how a lot of people are gonna go out bad, and the one that's not gonna go out bad, so, quiet as kept, is gonna be Blueface, even though he's the one that's probably messed up in the game financially, but he's not messed up in the in the department of doing what he's doing as far as making these birds, let me not call them birds, but making these chicks, think that he loves them, they're the only ones, and working them, working the set so that they can make some money for him, get his canteen up, get him right on that. And then when he gets out, hey, he might come back with a bag, because if they're doing these reels on IG and these Instagram posts, they get paid for all these things too. You know what I'm saying? You make money on IG, TikTok, all of these social media platforms are monetized platforms where you can make some coins. Okay. And the man Blueface knows this. Okay. So it is really sad that this girl is doing all this, but like I said, she really believes that, Blueface is trying to haul at her and be with her, make her the main chick. She has nothing to offer right now. He's trying to get out of debt. And the only one that's going to be able to save him is either Jaidyn Alexis or Chrisean Rock. I'm saying, I was about to say Blueface, because to me, they're like one and the same. But she's gonna have to learn the hard way, like we all have to learn the hard way, right, in life. That it is what it is, but it's really sad that she's
Thank you, Tamika. I'll
sitting
put
out
the link in
there
the
going out like that. But this is what happens. This is a
chat.
product of our environment. And she left too early, and now she's chasing a bag. This is what happens when you're up here on social media. You got to know when to fold them and when to hold them. And if you get out too soon before getting the bag like she did, this is how you end up. This is just a prime example of just how you end up when you try to leave before you even give it a chance to see if it's going to go somewhere. We only got one life to live. And I think that the gamble she took of leaving was a bad decision, and she's paying for it now. Now she's subjecting herself to things that I'm quite sure she doesn't really truly in her heart wants to do, you know, um, but she's doing it because she's trying to grind and get the bag. I think only one that truly loves him from the heart is Chrisean Rock, and he don't claim Junior, their baby. He don't claim her half the time, treats her badly. And Jaidyn and this chick here, Bonnie Lache, they're just out for the bag, so that they can live the lifestyle. Jaidyn, allegedly they said she don't even want to be a rapper. So I believe if she's smart enough, she probably will disappear off this rap stuff and just secure the bag by being, on social media, making her social media presence known, taking advantage, you know what I'm saying? Piggybacking off of being a rapper prior, and then just being on social media, doing endorsements and making change like that if she's not going to consistently stay.
So I want to also say, this is crazy. I can't believe this is all going down like this. Yeah, I really do believe that he's gonna end up marrying her because of the fact he's gonna need someone to help him pay those legal fees. Because after he gets out, they're gonna be at him. If it's not for a DV and going back for that, he's gonna be getting pulled back in the court to pay something on that man's lawsuit. And the interest is crazy on that lawsuit that he has to pay back to that club owner. I don't understand how it went from 13 million. It was 13 million, but with the interest it went to 14 million. That's interest, a million in interest. He's gonna have to stop paying that. That's a lot of money to owe somebody in a lifetime. So I hope. I don't know, but I think that sometimes when people get desperate, they do desperate things.
The mother, she thinks it's really cute to that it's crazy. I don't get it and stuff. I wouldn't even be. I would be ashamed to be to even co-sign some stuff like that. That it's not a good look. It really isn't a good look. So it's just sad. It's just sad. So, it is what it is. So, all right, I'm going to play the video of poor Bonnie and her delusion. Now, we all thought that Bonnie was on a contract, right? Signed with Blueface. And Bonnie is in the interview. I had clipped it and put it at the beginning of the video. She didn't say this at the beginning of the video, so you're going to hear it at the beginning of the video. But she says it almost midway into the video. She's not signed with Blueface. So what were you hanging around for after the show Baddies was over with if you wasn't signed to make music? Now, if you would have stayed, yeah, you got a chain, and you signed a non-circular. What is it called? A non. What's it called? I can't even think of it right now. Where you can't discuss what goes on behind them closed doors, what's being said, or what you see, or you will be legally held responsible in the court of law to be sued. She signed one of those. She's going to tell you exactly what she signed. It wasn't no contract. So any music she made with Blueface, he has it by law the right to use those tracks on songs that he may have did, that he made money off of before he became a one-hit wonder, or songs that he'll make an NDA. Thank you, princess. Thank you, sweetie. An NDA. Thank you. She was hanging around for the crumbs, right? You said it right, for the crumbs, because that's all she was getting. That's why she need to stop trying to clown people, because only one's a clown is her. That's the only one that's a clown. She needs to stop that. She really do. But hey, if you like it, I love it, Bonnie. So listen to what she has to say with her non-contract behind.
Wack was about to sign me, his manager.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he was like, I'm gonna sign Bonnie, and Wack was like, I don't even sign girls, but I'll sign you. And
Wow.
and prior to me getting signed, Blue's like, so you want to sign with Wack or me? And I was
Okay.
like, I thought maybe just stick with Blue.
Right.
I felt like I should have went with Wack, but
Yeah.
I also was like in my head, like maybe just stick with Blue because he discovered me, and
Yeah, loyalty,
he's the
honey.
one who said he was signing me, and I thought it was like a loyalty test.
Yeah,
I'm like,
totally.
they're testing me.
Yeah, they're like,
You know?
let me make the right statement right here, right
Yeah,
answer. Yeah, I
so,
totally understand about that. So
bas-
that's pretty interesting. So Wack wanted to sign you. Bonnie, like I gotta know this. Were there any contracts involved? Were there any paperwork signed? You were
We
signed.
signed NDAs. We didn't sign contracts.
Okay,
We
so
got chains, and
Right.
I don't know if
Duh.
the contracts were coming later, but I
Okay.
didn't stay long enough.
This is where I'm saying to you, Whack 100 and Blueface played her. Number one, if Whack 100, I'm quite sure they was on the same wavelength, on the same page. An NCA, come on.
What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl, Jessica West, and welcome to another episode of Jessica Westside Stories. I am here live today in studio with a very special guest, rapper, entrepreneur, and my
Clout Lisa doesn't know Bonnie. She doesn't know her. I don't think she's ever met her. And matter of fact, you can tell she don't know Blueface's mother, because she had tagged her in a post talking about she would never treat her like Chrisean treats her if she when she has a baby from Blueface. So she was talking like she'd never met the mother before. So all this, he's my man, I don't know where that came from. But don't get a 2-piece in the biscuit. Don't get knocked out. Don't get hit so hard that one of your slippers come off your foot when you hit that, because you get earth slammed. When you hit that pavement, because you know if you see Chrisean in real life, she gonna handle you. She's gonna handle you like a man, and you ain't gonna like it. So you better fall back or lean back for you get broke up. You're back.
Very own cousin, Bonnie Lache. How you doing, Bonnie?
Hi, how are you?
Cousin, I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
We have you here in studio today. I am so excited. This has been a long time coming. Everyone knows that I've been talking about this on my podcast.
The
You know
short
that.
one.
And it is time for the world to be reintroduced to you. Okay, you are popping. You are on the Blueface Bad Girls Club, right? You're a musician. You're a mom. You're everything, right?
Yeah.
And
All
so,
the above.
all the above.
Entrepreneur, bad girl vibes.
Yes, exactly. And we had an interesting day today, right? We just came back from shooting your music video. And what was the name of the video?
PYMP, pretty and paid.
Okay.
Whack 100 and Blueface played her. Number one, if Whack 100, I'm quite sure they was on the same wavelength, on the same, an NCA.
Knows that I've been talking about this on my podcast. You know that. And it is time for the world to be reintroduced to you. Okay, you are popping. You are on the Blueface Bad Girls Club,
Look at how her
right? You're
face
a
looks in a
musician.
minute.
You're a mom. You're everything, right?
Yeah.
And
all
so,
the above.
all the above.
Entrepreneur, bad girl vibes.
Yes, exactly. And we had an interesting day.
You see that face? It looks like a demon. You see it? Tell me, put a Y in the chat if that face, look how that face just turned like a demon. Look at it. He can't handle Carlissa. That's why he's the only one that lasted. She can make him believe he's a man when he really... Right. You see this? She's scaring me. When I seen her do that, right, when I was editing, I said, oh, no, you didn't make that face, girl. Because some people be making these faces, like, especially when they take pictures, you know how when they pucker their mouth in, make it look like a fish. I guess it's supposed to be a sexy look. You know, sometimes I you know, in the past, I've taken pictures and did that too. And then I look at the pictures like, girl, what was on your mind? That ain't no natural smile or no sexy picture look. Self-explanatory. Ooh.
Today, right? We just came back from shooting your music video. And what was the name of the video?
PYMP, pretty and paid.
Okay.
Okay, I'm adding extra. It's PYMP, pretty and paid.
And it went amazing. Like it was so good. God was all over that.
You see the shirt.
And by the way, you're gonna do a giveaway for those shirts, right?
Yes, I have actually, I'm starting a brand too. So whoever actually is like vibing with me, they're getting free shirts and free shorts that say PYMP, pretty young and paid.
Okay.
So, and they'll be on the market.
Yes, I'm just so excited to hear. So I just want to start off by saying, you guys, this is my real cousin. This is my first cousin. Our mothers are first cousins that grew up together in San Diego, California.
Shout out to Shelly.
Shout out to Chantel. And so this was just wonderful. And I want to just tell you guys that God has been working in our lives. I've started my very own podcast, and I know my cousin is a reality star and she does music, and God totally brought us together, right?
Yeah.
And made our journeys kind of collide, would you say?
I kind of like what happened from like when you hit me up and called me, and I haven't talked to my cousin in like some time. So for me to be stuck in a place like mentally, to have like such a vibe and just bringing us together and just family, because it kind of we'll get deeper into it, but yeah, it's kind of like we reconnected. I had an idea to do a podcast, do my own show, because I do an AI podcast with Coach G with 702. You know that, and it's about artificial intelligence. But I'm starting my own podcast, which is this one, and I'm talking about celebrity gossip, all the cool stuff. And literally, you came to my mind. So I want to go back. Okay, let's do that. Let's start off a little bit, you guys. So we're gonna go back. So let's just go back to 2022. We're gonna start with that. Okay, I want to start with that. It's the pandemic. Let's paint the picture for everybody. Everything is closed down. We're all in quarantine. We're all on OnlyFans. We're all on TikTok doing everything, thinking we're cool, right? I mean, the world, we get it. And so during this time, it was really interesting because Blueface, the rapper, had started a Blueface Girls Club, which is a playoff Bad Girls Club, you know, from Oxygen, the Natalie Nunn show. Yeah. And so he casted a bunch of
I suggest everybody listen up. Okay, this is her cousin who has a podcast now. She's also helping blow Bonnie up in the algorithm on social media, making her relevant and trying to knock Chrisean Rock out the box.
Girls, and I'm literally watching his trailer and I see a fast clip of just girls fighting and him introducing the show. I'm like, I know that ain't Bonnie. I know that ain't my cousin on the show, right? So I called Jabril, which is her brother, my other cousin, and I'm like, Jabril, is that Bonnie? Is she on Blueface's club, right? And he's like, yes, cousin, like she's on Blueface. And I was so elated and proud of you. Like I could not believe it. I was like, you go, girl. So all the family's tuned in now, right? Yeah. We are watching. We're excited for you. And the show was pretty cool because we're following your journey and we're seeing all this stuff happen. And Blueface literally is announcing the show. We're watching the journey and all this stuff. We see you. And then we're noticing that you guys are doing different events, right? So the premise of the show, let's talk about that a little bit. It's basically he brought in about 14 to 15 women. You guys stayed in one of his mansions, right? Let's talk about that. And then it
was, I think, 10, 11 girls,
okay.
Yeah, to be exact.
And then he said the premise of the show was to just follow day-to-day, your guys' day-to-day life, the fights, the drama, the everything, but also to kind of motivate you guys, you know what I mean, and help you guys get on. That's kind of what we saw. So he introduces all the girls, and like I said, we've seen you on the show, we've seen Chrisean Rock, we see all these people, and we're just so elated. So we kind of fast forward to everything. We see the drama with Blueface coming, Chrisean loses her tooth, you know what I mean?
Right.
You guys are on No Jumper, all this is happening. Blueface kind of taunts you on the internet. Bonnie, come get your chain. I'm signing you. I mean, all these amazing things are happening and things are popping off. And then boom, we don't see you no more. Right? Is that fair to say a little bit?
That's fair.
And this is the pandemic again. So everyone's a little, doing their own thing. We're all going through. I'm fat during this time. So let's just say that. Okay. Like I'm going through my living with my mom in transition. So girl, like we were all going through it. But it's just so interesting because you have such a big story. There's these three people. It's Blueface. He signs you, Bonnie Lache, he signs Chrisean. These two people now we know have gone off to stardom, right? And then there's a third story. There's a piece that's missing that the world has no idea about, right? So girl, I mean, like I said, God spoke to me and was like, get your cousins up, see what she's doing.
Moving.
Okay?
Come on, boss.
Girl, because you are divine. And the fact, I don't think you realize that you were signed by a rapper. He saw your potential. You went to the studio, showed off, and you had enough in you for him to sign you and see potential. Some people work their whole lives, Bonnie, and don't ever get that. And you're so special and chosen, right?
Yes,
so,
the chosen one.
Yes, the chosen one. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in a little bit as well. So that's kind of the backstory. And so now I kind of want you to go from there. I think people are going to gag, girl, when they find out what happened and all the juice. And let me just say, she ain't holding anything back. We talked about this before, right? You agreed to tell all and to be really just transparent.
I put my hand on the Bible and was like, I swear by my life.
And this is the thing, and I do want to say this to everybody starting off too. Every single time I have spoke to Bonnie regarding the Blueface or Chrisean,
she needs to stop lying on the Bible, because if she was telling the truth, she wouldn't have went through that whole interview, and then her cousin's gonna ask her. And I know for a fact, because I know how interviews go, the cousin may have not told her what answer she was gonna ask her in the interview. Their family, she probably didn't even look at it like that. Usually before the interview, like say if you go on Oprah's show, they'll show you a list of questions that they're going to ask you to make sure you're comfortable with answering them. So it ain't no, surprise and you get offended and then the interview just goes haywire. But they're family, they're first cousins. So what I'm saying to you is, I really got this feeling that she just wrote down a list of stuff she was going to ask her cousin. She didn't probably think any of what she was going to say to Bonnie was going to be offensive. And I just felt like the cousin was really anxious. She wanted to ask her, not right away, but ask her, was she signed to a contract? And I'm honestly feeling in my gut that may have been the first time the cousin had that conversation with her cousin about that kind of business that her and Blueface may have had as fathers making music. I don't know, but that's what I get from it. So all this, you put your hand on the Bible, this and that and other. If your cousin knew prior to this interview that you never signed a contract and it was a NDA, that means that you're supposed to keep quiet, because if you go back and run the business, or if you sell anything to the tabloids, I can pull you in a court and sue you type thing. That's not a contract. So that means any music, he's gonna keep all the royalties to whatever music y'all made together. He has the right to either give you money or not, and you can't say anything because you never signed a contract. Duh.
Situation. She just spoke so highly with them, with gratitude, with grace, with humility. More so, it's not to me as you're upset about the situation or mad. It's kind of just like,
what happened to me?
What happened to you? And the time wasn't right. And you're very appreciative of the opportunity. You speak highly of them. You have no beef with nobody. It's just you're telling your side of the story, and you trying to get on, and you want people to know about you too.
Like, I deserve an opportunity. So.
Girl, he was really trying to make you the Kelly of the
I'm literally Beyonce. I can never be in nobody's spotlight background. And some people have to start off in the background.
She's saying all this, but when we further listen to this interview, very disappointed, old girl. You're not going to believe. I'm not gonna give the reveal up of what she's gonna say, but when you hear what she says, you're gonna be like, what? Girl, bye.
Yeah. But for me, I just don't feel like that's my life. I can't blow up the way I want with the look that I'm trying to and the vibe that I'm trying to with being in somebody's spotlight or somebody's background. That's not cool. Like
100%.
I'm my own artist. It wasn't like we are a group. So like it's not a girls group. It was individual. So why not put me on separate,
Totally. So that's the thing. I want to kind of dive into that a little bit. I want to start kind of from your background. I want everyone to kind of know first of all, let's start with where you met Blueface. Let's kind of go there, and then we're going to dive into your background a little bit, okay? Is that okay?
Yeah. So pretty much I do music, and I also was modeling during the pandemic. I started doing music. I'm an artist.
Right.
And I kind of was like in the industry of like trying to be a music video, like a video vixen.
Right.
So I got a casting call to be in Blueface's video. So I met him at his music video. Actually don't even know where that video is at, but at the end, we exchanged contacts, and he was like, stay in contact. And next, in the Shade Room, he's doing a Bad Girls Club. So it was an easy in for me after that,
Right. And so what was your kind of first impression of him, meeting him at the video shoot? Was he professional? Was he nice?
He was professional. He was professional. I definitely felt like there was vibes of, he thought I was pretty,
of course,
Yeah. So I was like, okay, he's cool. He was respectful. Me and my homegirl were leaving, and so after that, it was just kind of like, all right, like I'm in the video, cool. But I felt a little extra attention from him. Then,
you're a woman girl.
I could feel he was feeling me. There was the pretty girls there, so I mean,
if Blueface was feeling her like this, thank you, sweetie, he would not have done what you're gonna hear her say in this interview. He played her, and so did Whack 100. He knew what was going down. And it was a choice. It was either between Whack 100, I'm going to tell you this, or Blueface. You ain't going to believe what happened.
It was definitely like on me, like putting me in the spotlight so I can be.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely what she's doing. And she's not apologizing for it. Some people, no, that's not what I'm doing. She's letting you know that's what she's doing. So even if it don't work out for her and Blueface, right now, Blueface thinks that he is actually. He's got her like a puppet on a string. And she's the pawn in the chess game, right? Because he can't do nothing right now. He's locked up. So he's using her for what he needs her for. But she knows that that's what he's doing. He did it to someone he laid up and had a baby from. Chrisean, look at how he does her. He don't even claim his own kid from her. So what she's doing is he's out the way right now. Just like he be in Chrisean Rock's way. But she's so in love that she's dumbfounded right now. She don't see through the smoke and mirrors, but Bonnie does. She's looking at it as a opportunist. It's an opportunity, and I'm gonna run it, because I ain't gonna be able to do it when he gets out, because I'm gonna have to be under, he gonna keep me in check like he does, Chrisean and Jaidyn and all the rest of them. So she can run wild, because Bonnie can run wild, and she already got the green light from the one that's running the circus, which is Blueface. And she's gonna do it. She's gonna clout chase, do anything for views, get her following and fan base up, and have people. She's been on mad interviews. I can show you. Put in Bonnie Lache. She has been bouncing around from YouTube commentators that do interview channels to channel from A to Z. She's trying to come up.
Be like in the front of the camera,
Totally.
like,
Yeah, he's a smart man. I will say, Blueface, you're very smart with marketing and how you do things, right?
Yeah.
So let's go in about that a little bit. So you actually had your friend who auditioned with you, right?
Yes.
And she was on the show as well,
Yes.
right? So you guys both get casted. We kind of go from there, and then what happens?
So pretty much like we both get, well, do you want to know how we had to cast? So we did the auditions, basically send a video to Blueface, just telling our name, our age, and why we should be on the show. By the way, my mom had to help the girl, with her audition. And that just goes to show, like, we're not friends now, but no bad beef with nobody. I don't really even care about you no more. But to long story short, we both ended up getting on the show.
Tamika, you need Jesus. She said, well, I don't, at least not until now. I never noticed Snoop Dogg. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. She said Snoop Dogg.
Show. And yeah.
You both end up getting on the show. Was she excited to be on the show too? Was she excited to be on the show?
Yeah, she was definitely excited.
She said,
I felt like she was definitely trying a little much just to force her personality versus just being who she was. Like,
so what was your goal?
I don't think Blue wanted her at first. I felt like it was like,
talk about it.
Yeah, I don't think Blue was into it, but because I was like, that's my friend, I want her to come. He was like, all right, just meet me at the LAX on this day.
Sometimes.
So yeah, he fucked with her. He was like, all right, cool. Like, for me, do it,
Okay.
So, yeah.
I totally understand.
And I'm only saying that because he didn't even respond for hours. And I had to re-ask. I had to be like, please, I want my friend, she's,
Yeah.
So
anyway. I totally understand it. It is like that sometimes, you know what I mean? But at least she got in. It worked out in her favor, right?
Yeah.
So you having the support in the house, was it a good thing or a bad thing? Because you have your friend coming in. Most girls didn't. How did that work out for you?
The support in the house, I had to support myself.
Girl.
Bringing a friend in, you would think we'd like gang up or team up, or I'll have her back, she has my back. But I felt like I was ready to be there to fight just in case, because it's a bad girls club, it's a fighting show. So she had wigs on and long nails, and I just didn't feel like she was gonna have my back. And she might have not been a fighter, which is fine.
Yeah.
But also, like, turned like left, she just didn't have my back. It's almost like she went against me.
Oh, no. Yeah.
For the cameras.
Totally.
For clout. But go ahead, baby, get your 2 seconds of little fame. Actually, she wasn't even one of the main girls that were broadcasted after.
No.
Nobody, not like that.
She
but
the replacement?
Yeah, like nobody talked about her anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah, I mean, that happens in reality show. You have breakout stars, which you
had
your show are obviously breakout stars, right? So I totally understand that. So let's go. Let's get back into the first day in the house. You guys get in the house. You guys meet every girls, and you guys just excited to be there?
So, breakout star, her and Chrisean. If that was the case, why did you have to, insert yourself in 2024 back into the scene? If you was a breakout star, you wouldn't have to come back on the set. You should have been already there with Chrisean, getting the bag.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
We get on the party bus. I'm turned up. Like, I'm drinking. We have my drinks. We dancing. It's a vibe. As soon as we get there, everyone's arguing over the beds and who's getting what room. I picked my bed. I went over there, hopped on my butt. Chrisean and some other girl started popping off. And, from my first impression of, like, the girls, I kind of liked Chrisean off the bat. I was like, all right, she's cool. I want to be her friend. And it wasn't even, like, I didn't know her. But I felt like, all right, I like her over the other girl. I don't know why, but I felt the vibe. And I was like, telling her I was lit. I was like the whole time,
Right.
So yeah.
So then, okay, so you guys are good. And then one of the main goal of the show was for Blueface to record you guys 24/7. He also recorded you guys boxing, turn it up, and he would take you guys on kind of events, right?
Yeah.
So you guys, I know, played football down at Venice Beach. You went to feed the homeless on Skid Row. You guys did no jumper interviews, and then one of the most famous and important clips that we saw was him taking you guys to the studio to see who was going to pop off in the studio. And like we said, everyone watched you and Chrisean shine in the studio. I mean, the man is smart. He saw the potential.
Right.
So he signs you and Chrisean right away. And girl, like I said,
I think once we went to the studio, I feel like that's when the light bulb like popped up in his head. I don't feel like he had the girls to like, I don't think his first intention was I'm signing girls when they get here. Let me look. That's how I feel. I feel like it came as an idea later down the line. Like, okay, how can these two girls are popping? I want to keep them around. How can I keep them around? Their music.
Wow.
You feel me?
So explain that moment, Bonnie, please. Like for the people who've never.
These two girls are popping, but the only one became a millionaire. She's successful. She's in retirement. Now I'm clowning, which is Chrisean Rock. It's Chrisean Rock, not Bonnie. Bonnie is trying to eat right now. She left around the pandemic. She's big time jealous. Confirmed in this interview already. She shouldn't have, because she would have been probably even further along than Chrisean if she says she has more brains or marbles than Chrisean Rock. She probably would have went further if she would have stayed placed, but she did. Now she's thirsty.
Even got there or have dreams of young women who want to be, you know, famous or want to be in the entertainment industry. So I want you to kind of go into how that moment felt about literally being signed and having the world see that. Like I said before, not a lot of people have that moment, Bonnie. And that was very special.
So for me, like I started doing music during the pandemic. I grew up doing like church choirs and stuff, like just singing and, you know, solos. But I never, like, I always wanted to be a star since I was little, you know, 4, 5, 6. I always wanted to be big. I just didn't know in what way. And I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to be doing music and I wanted that. But the way that my life was set up, unfortunately for me, I didn't feel like I had that opportunity to make it far.
I'm going to go even further to say this too. You said, look at her appearance on the interview, hating vibes. No question, it's all of that going on, right? Truly blessed, elegance. But not only that, you don't go on no interview cussing and carrying on like you at a cookout or in your living room with your family behind closed doors. If you're trying to market yourself, you know, and you want people like Zeus Network or some of these networks that do these reality shows that she's trying to get on. She wants to get on the Zeus Network to be on the baddies again or whatever, so she can get beat up and all that. I'm joking. Let me stop. But anyways, she wants to get on like TV, anything that has to do with social media. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? But if you're cussing up a storm, like you said, not really dressed all that appropriate for interview. Well, she's with her cousin. That's what I'm saying. So that let's give her a pass on that. But the cussing and all that, this is your portfolio. These interviews that you do, whether it's with your cousin, someone you don't know, you don't want to get up on these interviews and be cussing and carrying on like a sailor, because you're gonna be underneath somebody's brand, and if you make the brand look bad, they're not gonna want to deal with you. So I'm not vibing, because this is not the first interview I've heard her talk, you know, no jumper. She was on there talking, you know, cussing. Then she even said, well, can I cuss now? Because I guess he said after 30 seconds you can cuss or whatever. And she's like, can I cuss now? It's like, you're in the interview, be ladylike. You have to learn how to be a chameleon, and you got to learn how to adapt in all different situations and scenarios. And one is not where millions of people are going to see you and you're in the interview cussing like a sailor. I don't understand how she's calling this marketing herself. Who are you marketing yourself to? Pornhub? You feel what I'm saying? OF? I mean, like, really?
Or to make it past 18 or to make it anywhere, you know? So for me being 22 maybe at that time, and I had just started doing music, and I kind of felt like it was different. I felt calm though. I didn't feel like a high off of it, like, ooh, I'm about to blow up. I took it for what it was off the words.
Okay.
I'm more of an action type person. So if I don't feel like, if I haven't seen the action yet behind it, I almost don't think it's real.
Okay.
That's kind of, and I don't know, like, that's kind of just how I am. Like, I got to see what you're talking about first.
Oh, 100%. I think with the way we grew up in our family and stuff that we went through, we have to kind of have that guard up in every situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that totally makes sense. So I do want to bring it forward kind of to the No Jumper interview for Adam 22 had some of the Blue Girls Club on his show. And so
the interview was me and Chrisean.
Yeah, you and Chrisean first. I did see that, and you guys were talking about everything. So what was kind of Blueface telling you and Chrisean during this moment? I know we had spoke kind of before this, and you mentioned that he said, okay, you guys, I sign you. I want you guys kind of be like sisters. You know, you guys have.
That was Chrisean's interview. She was just there. Trust me, she was just there.
To have each other's back.
Yeah.
Kind of explain his goal and his vision for you and Chrisean.
You know what? I kind of felt like he wanted us to be very close, like sister vibes.
Angela.
But I feel like Chrisean wasn't acceptive of that. So it gave like she wanted to, but then there'll be days where she's not. And so as far as the interview, I show up to the interview and I'm like, okay, Chrisean's like, we have an interview tomorrow, No Jumper, this and that. Cool. We get there, the interview's only like about Chrisean. Like he's asking her questions. I'm chiming in though. Like
you know, Blueface was looking for. He just said herself they were both in the studio. They probably both got on that mic. And maybe at that time, Blueface thought that Chrisean Rock went harder. And that was a turn on to him. You know, right quite yet, he was going to make her a star. If he felt that way for Bonnie, she would have came along. This is why she's doing these interviews with her cousin. And also she did a few on No Jumper because she's trying to get her name out there. The last few years after she left, around the time the pandemic hit, she left on her own. She did not get kicked out by Blueface.
I'm taking your shine, but baby girl, I would never have to do that because I'm a shine regardless. Cute and let her
girl gets in fight with Sharp. So the fact that it was marketing like that, and for a chance to shine light on women and bring them up, I thought it was very chauvinistic and putting you down, and hated that for you.
It didn't even go left. This is intention the whole time.
Right.
On the No Jumper interview, when she felt like he disrespected her, and not this last one she did, I think about 2 weeks ago, but one she did a while ago, she felt like No Jumper, his name is Sharp, he's an ex-pimp, but now he does commentary. You know, he's on social media now. I think he retired being a pimp, or simp. But they put in the title, not her name, but they said girl gets into an argument with Sharp, because your first impression is your last impression. And if you come into an interview and you sound like trash, you're cussing and carrying on when you're supposed to be professional, what do you expect? How do you expect a man to treat you? It is an old saying, and I don't care. You might say it's stereotyping. A man can get drunk and fall in the ditch and dust himself off. But if a woman does it, you're not looked at as the same. And I don't care what nobody says. That is nothing but the truth. So you can't like get up on these interviews and sound like trash or have trash coming out your mouth every other word a cuss word. You can't get up there and be professional and ladylike. You're trying to advertise yourself and you're talking trash out of your mouth. You think people are going to invest their money into someone that can't compose herself? And there's millions of people, these videos can potentially go viral, and you're on videos advertising yourself. You're the advertisement. You're the billboard. You are your billboard, and you're cussing and carrying on like you're on the corner or in your living room or at a cookout with your family.
I didn't even know who Sharp was or Mr. Organic, the other guy, and because I kind of saw Kazumi before, but I didn't know who these people were. I'm gonna be so serious. I don't like pay attention to that kind of stuff.
Fair. That's fine.
And so I kind of
he's an ex-pimp. He's a pimp. So over the last couple of years, when Bonnie disappeared and she came back and she was surprised of his mannerism, he just cleaned himself up and said that that's my past life. I can't be on these interviews talking to these women like I talk to the street workers.
you know, when I was doing that. And that's why when she came back, which was
None at all,
the
truly
end of 2023, I think it was in December, or I think the first week of January 2024, she had the interview. I can go check to see what day it was that they did the No Jumper interview, where this was her really her grand premiere for the first time. Even though she's been on No Jumper before, she had the spotlight to shine on her own without Chrisean stealing the spotlight from her.
Kind of did like a little bit of like, who's this guy beforehand, like right before, and I saw like he's already. I was like, okay, well, he's not gonna come out here and make me look funny or try to put me down and disrespect me or my name. So,
girl, period.
You
moving like a clown for
What
real.
name?
If you say,
What
if you
name?
moving like a clown,
I said, if you said you're moving like a clown, I'm gonna tell you. What did I say?
you said you moving like a clown for real. If you moving like a clown, I'm gonna tell you you moving like a clown.
That's it. And it was that's it for me. That's it.
Girl, that needs to be on.
Now, Bonnie, if you're the one that said you moving like a clown, then